Merry meet everyone. Gypsy Willow here. I know it's been quite some time since I've done a video. My husband was on vacation, so I decided to take that week and not do any videos. But I hope that, you know, um, these videos are helping you. And let's get started. First, let me take off this. For some reason, the glare just drives me crazy, so I'm going to take off my glasses. The stone in this video is going to be carnelian. And as usual, I have my papers because if I don't have them, forget it. So carnelian it's a reddish orange stone and it's a stabilizing stone with high energy. It's excellent for restoring vitality and motivation and for stimulating creativity. I've always said that people who, um, like for instance, I paint. I consider myself to be a creative person, and I always hear people say, I wish I could paint like that, or I wish I could do that, or, I wish I had some creativity. Everybody has creativity. You just have to tap into it, and you have to believe that you are capable. This stone would be good for that purpose. So, never say that you can't do anything. Everybody has the ability to do anything that they want. Some people, like for instance, my sister is an incredible singer, and for many years I was always like, oh, I wish I could sing like that. But I have my talent, and as much as I think that she has a beautiful voice, I enjoy painting. I don't think anybody would enjoy me singing, but but I mean, if I tried and put in the effort, I believe that I would be able to at least sound better than what I do, and I will not give you a sample because you will never watch any of my videos again. So, moving on. Carnelian has the ability to cleanse other stones. So, let's say if you're storing your stones in a cabinet, or, like I showed you how I'm storing my stones now, is I have my little system. Like, for instance, it says Carnelian, and then on the top, it says Carnelian again because I have them stored in like a little cabinet. And I also have a number. And I have a notebook that I have, each page is dedicated to one stone. That way I have the stone, the number, correspondence, and, what number container they're in. And I have the properties and qualities of that stone on that paper. So it just makes everything so much easier. Well, for some reason, when it comes to stones, herbs, things like that, I have to have a system, because if I don't, then it's just a nightmare, because I'll just have stones, stored, together, or, before I didn't have much space, so I kind of was storing them in one. You've seen the box in one of my previous videos. I had a box with my stones in together, and just wasn't feeling right to me, so I had to change it. This is a good system. If you have an extra cabinet, if you have space in your dresser, if you have a drawer available in your bureau, if you have a hutch and you have one shelf that's empty or half empty, this is a good system to have. It works for me. It may not work for everyone, but it works very well for me. So it does cleanse other stones. So if you were to have, this stone with a dragon's blood, it would cleanse the dragon's blood. Now, it's not a replacement for cleansing the stone, but, I would always cleanse your stones before you use them. Carnelian is useful for overcoming abuse of any kind. Mentally, it improves analytic abilities and clarifies perception. It removes outside thoughts in meditation, which is huge. I don't know about any of you, but I know for me, meditation, especially when I first started, meditation was incredibly difficult. I could not shut my brain off. The second that I closed my eyes, I could play music, I could, just be in a completely silent room. I would wait till my kids went to school and my husband went to bed. He works third shift, so he sleeps during the day. Any little sound, I have many animals. Any little sound, like if they're walking or they're playing or they would throw me completely off. I trained myself where I'm actually able to meditate a lot easier now, but it took a lot of work. This stone, it aids in removing outside thoughts in meditation, which is huge. There are many different techniques to meditation, which I will definitely make a video after the crystal series is done on meditation, because I feel like a lot of people may struggle with that. I know I did. There are many different techniques, and I know that some will work, not some, one will work for some, while another one will work for other people. So it sharpens concentration and dispels mental lethargy. This day and age, it's very easily done to become mentally exhausted. And mental lethargy is just when you reach that point where your brain is just kind of like, I've had enough. And I just can't process another thought. I can't do anything for you except for shut down, and you just want to sleep for 4 days. This stone helps with that. It is, and it's very easy to become very mentally overwhelmed this day and age, especially with, workplace, and, if you have animals or children, or, just dealing with people in general sometimes is exhausting, especially when it comes to if you have people in your life that are psychic vampires. That can be a real issue for you, and that can leave you extremely mentally exhausted. So this stone is good for that purpose. Emotionally, this stone is a powerful protector against envy, rage, and resentment, yours and other people's. It calms anger and banishes emotional negativity, replacing it with a love of life. For me, that's a huge, huge thing. You can either choose to be a negative Nancy, or you can choose to live a life of positivity. Living a life of positivity, we all, for me, I changed the way that I thought. I still have bad days. I'm human. So it's not like I think people, they misunderstand when I tell them, oh, well, I'm a positive person and I changed my life in the way that I think, in the way that I process events, and, things like that. They think that I, have this, white light surrounding me everywhere I go. Like, no, I'm human, and I have bad days just like everyone else. But you can choose to take those events that are happening in your life and keep it negative, or think positive. And thinking positive can make a huge impact on that event and how you process it, how you think about it, and what the outcome is of it. Carnelian is full of the life force and vitality. It stimulates the metabolism. It activates the base chakra, influences the female reproductive organs, and increases fertility. It heals lower back problems, arthritis, and depression. Now, there's more, but I'm just going to stop real quick. There are a lot of people who suffer from fertility problems, and they spend so much money on in vitro and things like that. And believe me, I completely understand. When you want a family that badly, it's worth every penny. Sometimes doing holistic healing can be very beneficial. Your body is made up of chakras and energy. Your body is energy. It's worth trying this, a natural, holistic way or approach of dealing with a fertility issue, because you may find that, this really opens up a whole, new way of dealing with any fertility or reproductive issues. So I just wanted to throw that out there. And it regulates bodily fluids and the kidneys, accelerates healing in bones and ligaments. Use as a pendant or belt buckle, or place in contact with the skin. Make sure that if you're going to use it, just as like a tumbled stone or a stone. Let's say if you're going to use it for the throat chakra, you would place it directly here on your throat, but the stone has to touch your skin. Or your third eye chakra, you could place it here, your navel chakra, base chakra. Wherever you're going to place that, make sure it comes in direct contact with the skin. Placed near the front door, it invokes protection and invites abundance into the home. In addition to the generic attributes, the following colors have additional properties. Pink carnelian improves the parent-child relationship. It helps to restore love and trust after abuse or manipulation. Now, this does not mean if you abuse or manipulate the child. This is if the child has been abused or manipulated. Children do not know how to process something that traumatic. So they may lose trust in even people that they should not fear. So this stone is incredibly helpful and great for this purpose. So just to keep that in mind. Red carnelian warms and energizes. It is particularly useful for combating sluggishness and for invigorating the mind and body. So if you are feeling, just completely worn down, regular carnelian is good for that as well. To kind of like for a mental purpose, for mental lethargy. Where if you're just feeling an overall sluggishness, red carnelian would be the better way to go. I do have carnelian. I do not have pink or red, but I do have regular carnelian, and I will show you what this looks like. The lighting is always horrible, but I will try my best to show you. So that is a carnelian. It is a regular tumbled stone. I like tumble stones. There are some stones, actually, I was excited because I got my malachite in. I will be doing a video on malachite, but I just want to tell everybody I did not know this about malachite until I did my research, that malachite, if you touch the raw, unpolished version of malachite, it can make you very, very ill. Just breathing in the dust can be very detrimental to your health. So I just wanted to say that because, I was very surprised. I personally like tumble stones. I like putting them in sachets. I like putting them, they're good for so many things. I have another one here too. It's a little bit different color, but it's a carnelian nonetheless. That's the thing about tumble stones, that they don't all look exactly the same. This is also a carnelian. So we have that there. So I have a bigger one and a smaller one. And finding the stones now to show in my videos have been a lot easier. So this is the video on carnelian. It's it's not super short, but it's short enough compared to some of my other videos. Gosh, I could go on for days. So I'm going to be doing another video as well on clear quartz, but it's not going to be in the same video as this. So thank you all for joining me, and I hope you have a wonderful night. Bye.